Now we move to the third exercise, and in this exercise we're gonna use these images and we're gonna try to get this result. So we have fireworks in the sky, we have a star in the middle, we have two rockets, and each rocket has a flame underneath it. Okay, we go to Photoshop, File, Open. We open File 1 and we're gonna start by adding the fireworks. So we open File 2. Okay, now we need to select this part. To do that, we use the lasso tool. Click on the lasso tool and we draw the part we want to select, just like this. We go to the move tool and we take it from here to here, drag and drop, just like this. We're gonna change the blending mode from normal to lighten. There are many blending modes you can choose from. I think we're gonna go with lighten, and just like that all the black disappeared and now we can only see the light. It looks like the fireworks are real and happening in this image. We go do the same thing to the second. We select it. We're gonna maintain shift and add this part that we didn't select. Okay. Same thing, we move it from here to here, drag and drop. We put it in the center. Change the blending mode to lighten, just like that. And the third one, drag and drop. We change the blending mode to lighten. Same thing we did with the others. And now all the fireworks, each one of them is on a separate layer right here. We can group them all, maintain shift or press Ctrl, select layer 2, select layer 3, and then click on group. Now we have a group. We double click and rename it fireworks. You should always be well organized, because in big projects, if you're not organized, if you don't name your layers, you will be confused, and it will cause a lot of problems. That's why you should always be organized. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, we need to add the star in the middle. To do that, we have to first of all open the image of the star, file 7. We can close the file 2. We no longer need it. Now we have file 7 opened. We're gonna select the star and put it in the file 1. To do that, we're not going to use the lasso tool, we're going to use another tool, which is the polygonal lasso tool, and you're going to see what it does. We click once here, click another time, click another time. You can see what it does. It makes a selection, but with just straight lines. Click, click. Click. For more precision, you can always zoom, Control plus, and go to the first point, the point you started from, and click. And now we have our selection. Move tool, same thing, and we move it, we put it just right here. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add some rockets. Open. Let's start with this rocket. Same thing, same tool. Let's zoom a little bit. Click, click. If the shape is made of straight lines, you should always use this tool. It's very practical. Go to the move tool from file 4 to file 1, drag and drop just like that. Control T. We rotate it. We make it smaller, a little bit smaller. So you can rotate it some more. And click. And click on confirm. And now we have our rocket just right here. We're gonna rename this layer to star. We're gonna rename this layer rocket 1. Now we need to bring the other rocket. We no longer need these files. We're gonna close file 4 as well, file 1, open file 3, the other rocket, and we're gonna make a selection, do the same thing, and bring it to file 1. This time we're not gonna use the polygonal lasso tool because this object is not made of straight lines. There are some round lines right here, and for that we're gonna use another tool, which is the magnetic lasso tool, and this is like the smartest tool of all. You're gonna see why. We're gonna start our selection right here, and then you don't need to click anymore. You just move the cursor right here, and it automatically makes the selection. It recognizes the edges. We can press space, move just like this, and then let go and keep going. Continue our selection. Continue our selection. If we mess up like this, we can use the back button, back, 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 and we can go back and then continue. You can click if you want to tell Photoshop that you need to put a point right there. You continue with the cursor, you continue, you continue. It automatically recognizes the edges. Press space, move it like this, and continue. We can back, 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 back. We can make it a little bit better. Keep going. Click right there, space. Click. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Click. 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 And we reached the starting point, and then we click. Now we have our selection. Now the entire rocket is selected thanks to this tool, the magnetic lasso tool. We go to the move tool, we take it from file 3 to file 1, drag and drop just like that. Control T, we make a rotation in this direction. We make it a little bit smaller. Just like that. And now the last thing we need to do, we need to add the fire under this rocket and another fire under this rocket. Open. We select the two files. We no longer need file 3, so we close. We go back to the lasso tool, the regular, we make a selection, simple selection like this. Like, it doesn't have to be precise. Move from file 6 to file 1 and put it right here. Control T. And we put it under the rocket. We change the blending mode to lighten, and we must put it, okay, let's rename this layer. We're gonna rename this layer rocket 2 so we can recognize it and avoid any kind of confusion. This is fire 1, and you're gonna put it under rocket 1 just like this. Now the rocket 1 is above it and the fire is under it. We do the same thing with the other fire. Lasso tool, we make a selection just like this. We move file 1, we put it right here. Control T, make a rotation. Put the fire right there. Rename it fire 2 and put it under rocket 2. It's already under rocket 2. We just need to change the blending mode to lighten, and now the exercise is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.